Okay, so one of the more powerful features of SketchUp, it's one of the things that makes it a very easy to use tool, is that it has something that's called inference. And inference is sort of a self-referential or a self-guiding system of measurement. And so that is that SketchUp knows about all of the different vertices or endpoints and all the different connections and all the different faces in this model. And you can draw in reference or inference from any one of these points. And so if I grab my pencil tool, I can grab an endpoint. We've talked about those before. But as you can see, I also have this little blue circle, and that's my midpoint. So if I wanted to draw a line in reference to the midpoint of this edge, I could come out to my midpoint, and I could go endpoint to midpoint. And now I have a line that bisects this face. And so you can also draw inference if I hover over the end here and I wait a second, SketchUp will actually grab onto that and I can come up or down off of this endpoint and draw a new line that is parallel to the existing one. If I hover over a line here and I hold down the Shift key, SketchUp will actually lock me parallel to that. So I can go up or down in any which way that I want, but it will always be in reference to this line. So I can come way out here and draw, or I can come right in the middle and draw, but I'm going to be locked to that plane. If I'm already drawing a line and I hold down the Shift key, that will lock me to that color or that axis. And if I'm drawing freehand and I want to lock myself to a specific axis, I can hit the arrow keys. So up arrow is a blue axis, right arrow is the red axis, left arrow is the green axis. And then down arrow actually locks me to a parallel line. So whatever this previous line was, it will continue. So if I'm drawing an angle, then I want to make sure that I carry that angle forward, like this 30-degree angle that we did last time, and I hit the down arrow, it will lock to, there we go, it will lock to that angle. And then if I want to make sure that I don't mess it up, I can hold down the control key to lock myself to that, and I can come out as far as I want. Another useful thing that SketchUp does is it does two-line reference or two-line inference. So if I grab the midpoint of this line and I hover over it for a sec, I'm going to get my line, but then I can also come up here to this midpoint and come down. And now when I connect those two, this is actually the exact middle of this current face. And so I can draw a circle here, and I'll say this is a 8-inch circle. And so that circle is now exactly in the middle of my shape. And then I could do something like I could push or pull this out and make a donut. Now I have a window in here to my model. So inference is a great way to ensure that you are drawing in relation to something else in your model. It's also a quick and easy way to find a point on your model. If you wanted to draw like a window in the exact center of your wall, or you want to make sure that you are parallel to an existing edge in your model.